Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy High Five. High Five what? High
Yeah,
Five.
no doubt. Really?
High
Pick
Five
your name?
Vega. Dude, it's been a long week.
Yeah, you've had a Dean week.
Listen, this is Reverse Polarity. I'm joined by the man who never sleeps, the guy in the
Yourself.
mustard t-shirt,
Yeah.
the guy who doesn't have a salad today.
I ate
He
it
ain't
already.
seen that yet.
Hey,
He's-
it's one of those moments where I either got done early or late, depending on how you looked at it. So I got home late, which means I got to the show early because it was like almost 7:20.
Oh
By the
man.
time I got so I didn't have time to go running, which really sucked. But because I could have done maybe 2 miles and then got home, but I was like,
Yeah, just do some late night running. Like
no, dude, it's been 10 o'clock every night this week, so I roll in at like 10 o'clock from running, and it's like, and then I'm up till 3 in the morning. It's like this. I'm tired.
Why you don't need sleep, man? Who needs sleep?
Apparently, no one.
Apparently
not me.
Daniel.
Finally got your wire ruler. Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. I'll go forth and make pretty pictures to put up on the 12 Volt Clean Wire Club.
Yeah, do it.
Get on the what's happening.
Nando's full control of the page, so you're gonna have to butter him up to make sure you get on that top one.
Well, yeah. So I was gonna say he controls the pictures, but really, Clint, our friend Clint from Australia,
right,
does a lot of back end work for us. So big shout out to Clint. He's the man.
Good man, Clint.
Yeah. So
I see we're representing ourselves today.
Yeah, hey, you gotta do that every now and then. You gotta wear your shirts and be like, hey, look at me.
Exactly.
You can sleep when you're dead. Yeah, but let's be honest, sleep is kind of fun sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Definitely.
The euphoric feeling of being properly rested.
I love sleep.
It's pretty good.
I love
feels
sleep.
nice every now and then.
Although can you go over the edge? Like if I sleep too long, I'm done.
No, I can't sleep too long. What are you talking
you
about?
can't. It's physically impossible.
No, dude. It's like as soon as my mind turns on, it's over.
Yeah.
I could sit there and fight it, but
I need 5 hours to be my normal self. Anything over 8 is a problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I got a tight window.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the funny thing about this industry is like they have the phrase "team no sleep."
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm too old for team no sleep, man. There's got to be something fun going on for team no sleep. It's like,
right,
dude. It's so there's a point of like no return or diminished returns, I should say, when you're staying up late to work on a car.
Yeah.
And I've hit it many times in my career, and I've refused to do it now. Where it's kind of like reading the same page in a book twice.
Right.
And you're like, did I just read this? Oh crap. And so anything you do just becomes like, I'm gonna have to do this over.
I've done that. I've hit that wall working on vehicles, changing brakes, and not only I put the rotor on wrong 3 times in 3 different ways before I decided, you know what? Let's resume this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Today is not going my way.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, Robert. Good job, man. Yeah, cut not boost. Cut not boost. Yeah. I started playing with the Infinity, the little 4-channel, 6-channel DSP amp that they have. That's class AB. Ooh, mini class AB. I didn't know that either. Hey, it's amazing what happens when you read the box.
Right.
Because I think Saturday we're gonna play with that on the live show. I've been meaning to do it, and so we had a car that we had to cancel this past week, and yeah. Hey guys, most serious. That's right, William. We also got William's Bluetooth bass knob today or yesterday.
I can show it off.
You got one?
I got one.
Bitch is heavy,
dude. It is. Like, first of all, branded box.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Very nice.
Let me show you. Did you open it up and get to
Yeah,
see it?
yeah. We played. We just literally like. That's why I was late getting home.
Because you were messing with it.
Yeah.
This thing is super nice. Yeah. So check that out, man. Totally dig it.
Yeah.
Even put it in a nice like Crown Royal.
I know. Right? That's the one thing I was commenting. And then the controller looks like a vape thing. Both
yeah, it does kind of
thinking the same thing. We're like, as soon as I thought it, he goes, dude, I'm thinking vape. I go, dude, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Was that what you were going for?
No, probably not. It's just okay. Form and function, man. Form and function.
Right.
Let's see. Melissa says, Dean, did you watch Mark's video today? He doesn't run a ground on new F-150s. What the fuck? Runs a 0 gauge OFC, but relies on an aluminum body. So fair enough, Melissa. I think this is a conversation we've probably had a bunch of times. So the reason why we run a ground in the F-150s is because when you use a nav TV piece, which is the A to B piece, one of the stipulations in the paperwork literally states connect ground of system to battery. And if you don't and you have problems, the first question they ask is tech support is, did you ground the amps to the battery? And if you say no, kind of like, when Gozer asks, are you a god?
Yeah.
And you say no, well then die. Well then click. They pretty much end the tech support at that point. And we of course found this out real early in this whole little venture. If you put enough aluminum between point A and point B, I guess you get a decent ground plane. There's been plenty of people that'll argue the point that it's like, hey, I've metered the resistance between this and that, and it's and it's like, okay, cool. I err on the side of caution because I don't want headaches. I don't want
and this is not your personal system. Like, you're sending this out the door, so you have to avoid.
Somebody's paying me to do this.
Right. You can't take the chance if it doesn't work.
There's plenty of guys that I know that will use the factory ground point. There's two, and they're located. If you pull off the two C pillars, that's A is the window, B is the one where the seatbelt is, C is the one all the way in the back. If you pull off those two C pillars and just kind of pull the carpet forward, you'll see there's two factory ground points located about 6 inches in and maybe 3 inches down. And that's where they attach. Don't make your own ground. So hopefully he didn't make his own ground because that's just.
No, I think.
Yeah.
I watched it.
Yeah, so he used the stock ground. Yeah. So there's a lot of guys that use that ground and they say, hey, it's, they work great. And it probably does. It probably does. Because, I mean, when the aluminum Fords first came out, nobody was running a ground to the battery. And I mean, we had one come in a couple weeks ago that we had done like 2018, I think is when they switched to aluminum. I don't remember. Yeah, I think it was like 18 that we had done right away. Like it was like first thing. There was no interfaces yet. There was no nothing. And we were just looking at it going, wow. We didn't go to the battery in this. Wow. We didn't even know it was aluminum. It was like, oh my gosh. Because at that time it was like, nobody knew. It was like, it wasn't like, I don't sit in the F-150 forums and go, did you know the new F-150? So, and he ran it for that whole time, 4 years with no issues, no problems.
Yeah.
He had an Alpine PDX V9, worked great. I was like, oh,
I mean, shit. You didn't know it was a Corvette situation until you knew.
Yeah, exactly. There's another one, dude. Did I ever tell you the funny story about the Corvette that was cut in half and welded back together?
No, or maybe you have, but even if you have, I'd love to hear it again.
It was a convertible Vet, and this is when I was at AV, and dude, so it was pulling ground through the RCAs on the radio. So as soon as you turn it up, the system would just cut off. And it took us forever to figure out what it was. And it was the car was a rebuild and they had welded the car back together, but they did such booger welds.
Yeah.
That it just wasn't making a good ground plane. So it was one of those situations where it was like Corvettes aren't really great to begin with when it comes to
Right.
ground plane. Some of them are. This was an older one, so it really sucked. But yeah, that took a long time to figure that problem out. Because I mean, it was just like we no idea, and finally it was just like, why don't we just try we just draped a wire up to the battery and everything worked magically, and it was like, oh my god. I mean, keep in mind this was probably like 20 years ago. Where it was like none of the technology that we use now to just be like, all right, let's just. I mean, yes, voltmeters existed, but it wasn't like you could just Google shit.
20-foot leads on the typical voltmeter.
Yeah, you just didn't think about stuff like that because it was like these weren't problems that happened. It was, back then cars were made like cars.
Right.
They were all metal, and it was like, the only thing you had to worry about was screwing into the gas tank.
Yeah.
Or the brake lines, whatever worked for you.
Yeah, now you got to watch out for the orange split loom and the
yeah, Jesus. It's funny, like what is it? Honda, the Civics, they run the brake lines underneath the driver's seat. And, underneath the floor pan. And they have a plastic tray that goes over them, obviously, so things in the highway don't hit them and whatnot. And I can't tell you how many times, like, I'll get these Civics in where they had screwed the amps right down underneath the seat, right through the metal, and you're just going, oh my god, like
I'm losing pressure.
No, you're just like, damn, man, just you're pulling the thing down, or you're just hoping the screw doesn't come out wet, and just like, oh my god, yeah, dude. It's fun.
So, what have you been doing, man? This is what I was doing this week.
Yes, you were. You did a great job. It was a good show, man. It really was a good show.
Thanks.
What did you do behind the scenes? Let's ask that.
So I didn't get a lot of footage, but I got some other repair departments. So I kind of jumped in deep with those guys.
Oh, in the repair?
Because here's what I was thinking. My thought was the tour's been done. The full tour's been done. Let's just dive in deep on one department. Yeah. Talk about it. Talk about the people working in there, how they do their process. So I got all that footage, and there'll be video at some point.
Nice.
And I rode in Steve's Tesla to lunch.
Oh, nice.
So that was fun. We got the throwback action in the seat. So
the throwback action,
dude, that thing is a freaking rocket. It's an SUV. He's got the Y model.
Yeah. I've seen it. Yeah.
And we're driving, and Steve kind of looks over. He said, "You want to feel a little acceleration?"
Dude, and that's exactly probably how he said it too.
It is exactly how he said it, and I said,
and he just gets he just gets this evil like smile on his face. That's just like he's gonna do it.
Yeah, he's gonna do it regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to check that out, and that thing it was fun. I had never rode in a Tesla up into that point.
No, so they're I mean, honestly, I'm not a Tesla fanboy.
Yeah.
We rode in them in Vegas in the tube thing, but
right. Yeah. I just like it's like an amusement park ride. When they stomp on the gas, it's like
so what else did you do?
So we done that, and then of course, if you go to a kicker, you're gonna eat because the guys are like, dude, perfect time to use the company card and get a free meal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So.
Oh, and can I come?
Right.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
More the merrier.
So we ate like no tomorrow. Hung out. Got to do the show. Got a chance to meet Aaron and Ken. I don't know why my mind's going blank. I don't even know my own name, so don't feel bad.
It's okay, man. It's okay. I know the feeling. I've been there. there.
But got a chance to hang out with them, meet them before the show, eat dinner. And just do my thing on there. Cut up. I obviously had to give Aaron when they teed me up for the 40 hertz joke on the amps.
Yeah,
someone
that was good.
Whoever done that in the chat, God bless you. You set me up. It's like, what do these amps play down to? And I seen it pop up. I was like, oh, here we go, man. Got to do it.
Yeah, it's funny. I always forget that's in there, like that auto subsonic filter. But we had a fan come in last week that is he competes in that 20 hertz class.
Yeah.
Which still to this day blows my mind that this is a thing.
Yeah.
And so, but right now he's using a kicker amp because his blue. So his buddy's letting him borrow, I think, the 1800 or something.
Right.
He's like, it's nice, but man, he's got so much power. It's so nice, but man, I don't know if I can work with it because it's got that filter in there, and that's just screwing up my system. And I'm like, wait, why? And then he started telling me what he does, and I go, oh,
okay,
oh, you like that, bass?
Yeah.
So, no, man, And that just so intrigues me, man. It's like,
yeah, that's. I mean, have you sat in many vehicles like that?
No,
dude, it's actually, I would rather sit in a vehicle like that than a vehicle that is playing like 40 to 50 hertz.
I bet. I mean, because it's
not attacking your eardrums as much. It's more.
No, it's just.
I mean, you're getting some eardrums, but it's more
pressure,
wind, and you can feel it. Yeah.
But it's amazing how they just like. I think it's great. I mean, I think that when an industry hobby, whatever you want to call it, can evolve into more than just sound quality. And there's there's DB drag or DB race where it's like you can only do this much wattage. There's now that where it's like I can only how much SPL can you do at 25 hertz? It's like wait, what? Who cares? This trophy does. All right, well, in that case,
like power and cone area and speakers got so cheap that they had to figure a different way to make it harder.
Yeah,
what it boils down to.
You make a trophy and someone will compete. Will fight you for it. So
right.
That's really just what it comes down to, which I think is great. I think it's great. Yeah. I love that everyone can find something about car audio and make it their own. Make it something that they're excited about. Like he's been doing it for like 5 or 6 years, and it was like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah. That's what I like about Bass Wars. They kind of have some crazy, brackets that they deal with, and I think it's fun.
Yeah. I like it. I think it's pretty neat. But so
you guys got a Brahms, don't you?
No, we don't have any of the Brahms. That's the ice cream place, right? Or
the ice cream place? Yes.
No, they have those at Kicker. I know that.
Yeah, very good ice cream. They have their own cows.
Yes, somebody has told me the whole Brahms story. That's why I knew it was ice cream. Because like people love doing. People tell me all that. I have the story. Let's tell Dean. And I go, by all means. And then I just store it away, and it's like you'll show a Brahms cup, and I'll go, well, that's the place that's got the cool ice cream that I need to try next time I'm buying one.
Exactly.
If I'm an infrasonic expert, by the way, not everyone can hear that low. Off I go.
Yeah, you recognize that? Have you ever heard Bass I Love You?
No.
That dun 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 dun. Oh, you've heard it. I guarantee you.
I'm sure I'm gonna pull the Fernando on this one. No.
Yeah.
No.
This is the guy. Yeah.
No. No. I get so pissed, and I'll be like, "Here, live." Oh, yes, that I know that. I'll be like, "No, kidding."
Right.
But,
dude.
Yeah, no, I think it's cool. I love that kind of stuff. And I guess like when you look at SQ, like they've really. It's the opposite, I think, for that, because I think they've kind of ghettoed SQ up a little bit, because it's like now you don't even have to build a car. Like you don't have to have a finished car to compete in SQ. You just have to have it sound good. Yeah. It's like, I mean, I thought you guys were a little bit more classy than that. I mean, I could totally get it in the SPL world where it's like, it's still wood and no carpet and fiberglass and maybe rhino line, because let's be honest, you're going to break it out next week if you lose and start over. So I get it.
The SQ, I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but the SQ tunes like that I was used to from the early 2000s, they're way different, man. It is like it's a legit SQ loud now, like everyone says. Like they're playing loud.
I haven't heard anything I've never sat in an SQ car and gone, I usually sit there and go. It always starts out. Oh, geez. Hold on 1 second. I saw someone said something about my ID horns under the dash. I had a set of ID horns. I hated them so much.
Oh, you did?
Oh, I absolutely hated
afford them. What I get? No, I didn't have the Wave guys. I had some cheap generic.
Okay, this was before I was anybody, but IDQ sent Image Dynamics sent them to me.
Yeah.
This is long ago. This is like one of those things they like sent me. They sent me the horns, the crossovers, the 6.5s, and a woofer. And I had to buy 2 Alpine. I bought 2 Alpine Expert 502s, I think, to power them. One to power that, one to that, and it was like, oh, that's so cool. And I put it all in, and I was like, man, I hated it as soon as I turned it on. I was like, this sucks. Like, this sucks bad. Like there's things that suck. This is one of them. Like, how quick can we get this out of here? What's up, Andy? All this wasted information talk.
Yeah.
It's just totally useless.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, so I don't remember where I was going to go back. The horns thing totally threw me off.
The horn. I mean, it's a lot of work to get those in. I mean,
you got
a little bit. Yeah,
it's tough, man, because they got to be straight. Like, we literally took a 2x4, and just put it under the dash, and we built them up to the 2x4, so that they were perfectly lined up. It was like a real pain in the ass.
Right.
But
because I was. Them.
Oh, and then I just like, and there again, it's just because it wasn't my type of sound, it wasn't my type of sound. I know what I was gonna say. So when we sit in these cars to film them, to test them, and all the other fun stuff, it's always the same. Okay, they always play the same basic songs. They're different, but it's always the same. Like, it's like they're all, the first song is always like a Johnny Cash song where it's just some dude singing. It's like, I'm a singer and I sing like shit, but people pay me money, so strum. And you're just like,
right.
Okay. And you just kind of look at the guy next to you and you're like, I don't know, maybe something with a heartbeat.
Right.
And so they'll play the next song, and it might be some girl, you're just like, oh, shut the fuck up. God, who listens to this shit?
Listen, they've upgraded from Spanish Harlem, but we're in the same situation.
Yeah, it's all the same crap.
Yeah.
Let's play some Adele. Let's play some Johnny Cash. Let's play some Adele. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Hey, can we play some Money for Nothing, Chicks for Free? I mean,
actually, that one gets a lot of play, actually.
I know, but Jesus Christ, at least it's like, oh, thank God. There's like more than just one note.
Well, that's what usually when I'm getting the SQ demo, they ask me, like, what do you want to hear? I want to hear what you listen to, not the SQ tune. Like, show me what you listen to first, then give me your best SQ song. And that's good enough for me, because I want to hear like what you listen to.
I don't know, but if I sit in the car and the first song they play is Hotel California, I just kind of look at them and go, we can't be friends. We can't be friends. Like, they got, believe it or not, the Eagles have way more than that song that are really good. This one?
Yeah, Desperado.
Man, screw that. Life in the Fast Lane.
Yeah.
Desperado. Jesus,
Desperado,
man.
bro.
That's horrible. That's horrible. It's so bad. Dean, did you see the Utopia and K2 display on my channel? No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Dean loves Hotel California. No, I absolutely hate.
What about like what if they hit you with like the Steve Winwood Higher Love?
I would be like, is anybody got a polo and some jean shorts? I mean,
some jorts.
Are you hitting on me? I mean, what are we doing here? I mean, bring me a higher love, baby. I mean, whoa, slow down.
That's actually that's one of my songs, just because I know how the mid bass goes in it. So I don't listen to the whole song. I'll listen to like the beginning.
Well, no. Listen, nobody that sits in a car listens to music goes, we're sitting back for the next 3.5 minutes. We're jamming out to this one song. Everyone ready? Right. You good? Nobody does that.
A lot of people do that.
Not me.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you half the music I listened to past a minute and a half.
Oh, I know.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
more to this? Oh shit. One of the songs I like right now that I've been actually demoing is Renegade. Oh my mom and feel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boom,
So if you
boom,
guys
boom.
want to have a good time, okay, you only got
Yeah.
to play like the first 20 seconds of the song because after that, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
But what's really cool is if you really want to show off center and then width,
Yeah.
the song starts out and of course like a solid bass drum.
Right.
So he starts out singing in the center of the dash, and then you get that dum 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 dum, and it's just like smacks you right in the back of the head.
Right.
And then so he does his first two lines, and then the third line goes out wide. So it's almost like when the customer's sitting there listening to it, and it just they hear it in the center of the dash, and then that's all they think there is because they're like, there's nothing else going on. They might not know the song because a lot of younger people.
Right.
And then then the next they all come on and they sing, and it just like sound goes from here out and scatters, and it's just like, oh, whoa, that's pretty cool. And then it's still, and then yeah, the jig, and it does that, and it's just like, and music's everyone like, oh, that's cool. It's got a real, and then I go to the next song. But it's just a really cool. Dean is a Styx fan. No, I'm just a 80s, 90s, 70s, late 70s, 80s, 90s. It's funny. We have a station here, and I go, God damn it! What did they steal my playlist? This sucks. Can't you guys play some other stuff? I mean, listen. If you're a radio station, okay, and you're playing classic rock,
Right.
Okay, do the math for a minute. If you go, we're going to play the best of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. That's 30 years of music. That's 52 weeks out of a year. It's 552 days. I mean, 552 weeks times 1,500 weeks of top 10 music.
Yeah.
Why do we have 110 songs? I mean, like,
yeah.
Play some other shit. Go, I don't know, flip the record over.
They're waiting for the, they got to hit the people and drive home. Drive at 5.
I don't know, man. It always amazes me when it's like, I shouldn't have to. I should be able to turn this radio station on and not hear the same song play for a week straight.
Oh yeah, right.
That ain't. Well, I know it'll never
be
happen.
lucky to get just 12
hours. Yeah, it'd be like half a day. But I mean,
right.
Bohemian Rhapsody is a good song. 1, 2, show me. So it's funny you say that because once I get back from the other side of the world, and I play the F1 Status, one of the songs that is in the part of the video that's going to be copywritten, slammed, no profit made on, which is going to be a standalone, is that when Chris Tagoo made the demo track for it, Bohemian Rhapsody, I think, is the last song that he plays for that, and it is really cool. I haven't migrated that one into the playlist for that kind of thing. I should.
99 Red Balloons is a good one for that too, just because the way that it moves around a bunch.
Yeah, I get it, but I grew up listening to that song. I just don't like it.
Oh, dude, you never played Grand Theft Auto Vice City either, did you?
No.
I mean, there's nothing like doing a drive-by to 99 Red Balloons. Let me just tell you.
I'm going to take your word for that because it sounds like that.
Right.
Yeah. Well, okay, so what is your go-to song? What's the first song you play?
I like Good Times, Let the Good Times Roll, the Cars.
Okay, that's solid. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever played the Cars game?
No.
Okay, so best fun time to have is just have somebody else work at the phone and just play the first like 10 seconds of every Cars song. Okay, and name that tune, or just start singing that tune.
Oh yeah, we have played that, not with Cars, but just with.
But no, do it with Cars because it's like I was driving to work one day and they were doing that because they were gonna get it. They were up for Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or some crap. I don't even know if they won. Yeah. And they were literally like, they're like, what, the Cars really? And they're like, nobody, Cars suck. Yeah. And it was like, okay, the Cars are awesome. And they're like, all right, let's play this game. they play the first like just the intro, just the first and not even that much, and you're just going, yeah, and you're like, fuck, I know that song, and you're just, and then it started playing in your head, and I was like, damn,
they have a bunch, dude.
They got a bunch of hits.
Yeah, they got a bunch.
It's a ton, but it's just funny.
Good. I don't even think on their top 20 hits, Good Times Roll is not even on the top 20 of their hits.
Probably not, because it's really not a.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a mover and shaker. I mean, it's let the good times roll, let them turn you around.
Yeah, but it's that.
Let them lead you up in the air.
It's that bass line that gets you, man.
Let them watch your rock and roll hair.
What about Billy Joel? Where do you land on Billy Joel?
Ooh. Okay, I was a big fan of Billy Joel until I found out how much of a douchebag he was.
Right.
So if you ever watched the Hired Guns documentary, because he used a ton of hired guns, he treated his guys like crap.
Really? The Piano Man.
Oh, the Piano Man was, well, okay, to be fair, he got royally screwed over by his management team. Like, screwed him over big time. After that, he just, like, he was never the same. Done. He didn't trust anybody. But I love his music. So I can separate the man from, just like the actor. I can separate the actor from the performance. So I like Kevin Spacey's performances. I don't need to like Kevin Spacey. Okay. Hey, he does what he does in his own time. I like Subway sandwiches, but that doesn't mean I have to be a fan of Jared's. Okay. Exactly. Not that I would be. I'm this wrong type. I'm old.
Dude.
Slayer, Raining Blood.
That song, like, no. That, I mean, I've listened to that song a bunch just because it's Guitar Hero, but it's like not a system tester.
Dude,
everything's Hero. One note.
Dude, Guitar Hero, man, just killed a lot of music.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, because I never play Guitar Hero, but they would always play Guitar Hero. And I was like, oh, that's the Guitar Hero song.
Scott comes in with the Creed.
The Creed.
Dude, after My Own Prison, I think that was a good album front to back. After that, I really didn't care for any of it.
Williams going MC80E. How low can you go?
What is it?
MC80E. ADE. Rock the house. Go. ADE had one real big super bass song.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Which one was it? Was it like was it Crystal Method? Someone said. What was it?
Yeah, Crystal Method had a bunch of.
Those are good too. I had a bunch.
That
of
was like a rap rock situation. Yeah, confession time. I really don't like bass tracks that much. I really hate rebased music.
Oh,
for myself, like if you guys like it, it's fine. Like you got everyone that loves it. Not hating on you at all, but I just hate it for myself.
Did I tell you what Andy Waymire said to me the other day?
What?
I don't remember. I think it was at Vegas. I don't know how we even got on this topic. He goes to me, for those guys, Andy Waymire is the owner of Audio Frog. Really nice guy. Follow him on Facebook. He's fountain of youth. Don't argue with him, though. Fountain of knowledge. Just take it in and don't give it back. Yeah. And I was drinking. I was drinking water. I drink water. I drink a lot of water. Everyone else. And he goes, "Oh, I hate water." I go, "How do you hate water?" He goes, "I just hate the taste of it." I love water. And he goes, "You know what? And we can still be friends." And I go, "Oh yeah, he's got a point."
You'd be like, "Actually, this is the other way around because you're a psychopath if you don't like the taste of water."
Well, no, he just likes flavoring in his water. Like he'll drink flavored water, but he just the nothingness of water. He does. It's like it doesn't do anything for him. So he'll take a bottle of water and put flavor in it and drink it down. But
I don't trust those people.
Huh?
Yes. I don't trust those people.
Well, that's understandable. But the moral to the story was we could still be friends, and I think that gets lost on a lot of people. It's like, listen, it's okay. You use Android, I use iPhone. At the same, what's cool about them both? We could still talk to each other over those devices. So I can call you, and you can call me.
Listen, you're speaking the wrong language in this environment, Dean. This doesn't exist no more. But Craig has a good pick here. Anthrax, bring the noise. I like that track.
You know, and that's okay. So there's obviously always going to be few songs that I feel are going to be iconic. Like it's, as much as I hate Hotel California, everyone is always going to sit there and be like, oh my God. Enya is another one. Sail away, sail away, sail away. And you're just going, this is gay, this is gay, this is gay. And by gay, I mean overly happy.
Right. Yeah. Don't get us canceled, Dean.
I'm not. I meant happy.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's so happy. It's happy music.
Yeah.
But and I have it. Don't get me wrong. I have it.
Right.
I can play it right now. So.
Oh, listen, we've already went through. I had what I admit to Fancy Iggy Azalea on my Spotify playlist. So we've all got embarrassing things on our playlist.
I don't. It doesn't embarrass me. I don't care. I mean, when I was a kid, we grew up Catholic or Christian. I don't know, one of those where we went to church a lot, and as you could tell by my potty mouth, and we went to Sunday school and we went to Wednesday school. Fuck them all. There's a lot of religious crap going on. I now realize it was just my mom's way of getting us out of the house so she could have some peace and quiet. Because us three kids drove her absolutely batshit crazy. So this was her way of saying, thank you, God.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't get the
babysitter.
You didn't get the old, you guys go play outside. Well,
we
don't want to.
We played outside. Yeah. She just wanted to make sure we weren't going to kill anybody while we were playing outside. So she figured if we were touched by Jesus a little bit, it might steer us in the right direction. And I'm not saying it didn't work.
Right.
But it really sucked.
We got the jug of water. We got the jug of water.
Yeah.
If you're thirsty, here you go. Don't drink out of the hose.
Yeah. And don't put the Kool-Aid in it. But no, back then in the 70s, it was like Kiss all the way. Like, I didn't even like the music. I just liked Kiss because there's these four dudes up there that look badass dudes, like wearing makeup and black shit and just like, Gene Simmons spitting out blood, and you're like, Detroit City rocks. And you're just going, yeah, give me more of that, and Ozzy and Black Sabbath and all those guys you get on these buses to go to these things, like, what kind of music do you listen to? Because there's these self-righteous adults, and I was like, I don't know. No, you got to be listening to something. I'm like, I like Kiss. You like Kiss? Knights in Satan's service? No, just Kiss. Like,
well, listen, it depends on the era. So earlier than that, you could have said Elvis, and they would have gave you the same response. But in that time, you could have said Elvis, and they were like, "Oh, Elvis is great."
Yeah, shake your hips. So it was just one of those things where it was like they were guilting you into listening to music. Like I felt bad listening to Stairway to Heaven for so long
because of Wayne's World.
No, dude, it's the 70s, man. It's the 70s.
Right.
It's like, it's the devil, and you're just going,
right.
I don't know what that means, but
he's talking about heaven, bro.
But no, it's not. It's all about it. Yeah. Wait a minute. In reality, it's all about drug addiction.
Yeah.
Why is that bad?
If you play it backwards, it tells you to do bad things.
It tells you to dial the devil's number.
Right.
666. So wait, y'all aren't listening to the Spice Girls hits?
Yeah. Every boy and every girl, spice up your life. That's all I know. I do
tell
know
me what
more.
You want, what you really want.
Yeah.
I tell you what I want, what I really want. I want to what? I want to what? I want to ding a ding a ding 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 ding. If you want to be my love.
Hey, one of the guys I watch for camera and microphone reviews.
Yeah.
When he's doing the microphone reviews, he does that, but just deadpan, straight voice. Tell me what you want. What you really, really want. And he'll repeat it for every separate mic.
Dude, I love doing that to Haley. It drives her crazy.
I need to send you that video.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It drives her nuts. Go. Posse's on Broadway. And she'll be just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'll be like, baby's got back. Little in the middle, but she's got much back.
That's like the William Shatner. That's Will Shatner.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'm the party starter. You know, and she'll just be like, you know, whatever.
Put it to
I'm living it up at
Yeah.
the Hotel California.
Chopped and screwed.
You can check out anytime, but you can never
Can
leave.
never leave. That could be
Yeah.
a book, though. That one could be a legit book.
Yeah, you know, that's one of those other things too. So, you know, it's funny. So I was talking to this older person once when I was younger, and we were talking about ZZ Top because I was like, dude, I love ZZ Top. And the guy goes, you legit realize that every song they've ever sung is about having sex, right? And I'm like, no, TV Dinners is not about having sex. And he goes, listen to the words and think about sex while you're listening to the words. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, yeah, whatever.
What did they do with their beards, though?
But it doesn't matter when so I'm listening to TV Dinners and there's a line in that song where he goes, when the sauce is not too blue. And I'm going, oh my God, he's singing about having sex with an old lady. Oh my God, crap. It was right.
Yeah.
Every song is about having sex. Shit.
Almost every song ever.
Well, it is legit. Sex, drugs, or money. You know,
right.
I mean, it's all sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Every song is sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's it. Yeah. That's all there is. You know, I mean, there again, Kiss, same way. It's either about sex or it's about rock and roll.
Right.
There's really nothing else because it wasn't drugs because, you know, Gene and Paul weren't into drugs because their cheap asses were like, I ain't spending my money on that shit.
Right.
You know, Yo MTV Raps. Oh yeah, back in the day. ZZ Top pearl necklace. Yeah, dude, that one threw me off too. You know, tripping out with Great Dames. Yeah. Great Danes, not dames. Yeah. She wants a pearl necklace. yeah, it's crazy.
Right.
ZZ Top, but ZZ Top is the best. So it's fun. There's another great documentary too. If you've never seen it and you're a ZZ Top fan, is watch the ZZ Top documentary. It's super cool. And Dusty, the guy that passed away recently, he tells the story of like when they did this huge concert, like they had just got done, they all got paid like $70,000. Beard, the drummer, his name was Beard, which is funny because he had no beard. He just went off and just snorted the whole thing, you know, just like because he was the one that was addicted to drugs, so he just went off and snorted the whole thing. Dusty went back to his house and he was just bored out of his mind, so he got a job working at the airlines. Okay, because nobody recognized him,
right?
You know, so he just went and worked at the airlines and was like did like baggage shit, you know. He just go work a 9 to 5, you know. Had a fake name because back then you didn't need all the crap you need now. And and then when it was time to get back into the band, he'd be like, all right, I gotta quit, you know, going on the road. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, I thought it was a great story. Dean Singer White eating his salad bucket list. Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Oh mama, I'm in fear for my life.
It's more like scat, so it's not singing, it's like scat.
Yeah. All right, side jag here. Have you ever played that stupid game, the card game, whatever, Against Humanity, Cards Against Humanity?
Yes.
So they have another one that's kind of like a PG-rated version of that called like,
I've seen it, never played
Cards Against Your Family or Family Crap or some shit like that. I don't know what it's called. I had to play it the other night with my family, not Haley. Well, actually, Haley and Sue were there, but some of my relatives, long lost, were in town. And they were staying with my dad, so we went over there to spend time with them. And these were the part of my family I actually really like. They're really cool, and I get to see them about every 10 years. And they're like, let's play this game. We went and bought it today. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I never knew how hard it was to play a game where you just have to pick a card that you think is the funniest and like move to the next player. But Jesus Christ, some people take these games way too seriously.
Yeah.
But they're trying to read the cards like I don't know, with like what we're doing with inflection. And I'm like,
no.
Or
you know
with
my
an
game
accent.
Is? We played this with my mother-in-law. So I'm trying to get my mother-in-law to say the foulest things possible because we had the legit we had the legit
the hardcore
one.
Ones.
The hardcore one. So I'm like, and listen, Kyle Bailey's on board. Cassie's not on board. She's throwing the softballs up. But me, Kyle, and Bailey, like we give the look. It's like, yeah, we're gonna see if we get Grandma to say something real nasty. So there is recordings of that.
Oh, that is great.
She was just so, her face turned red. She's like, I can't say that. You got to say it. It's part of the game. You got to say it. Everyone else done it.
Oh yeah, it's great. Like Dina just purchased an SC430. Bring it in.
Oh no!
Don't forget your credit card, because it's gonna hurt. But no, I was just like, just read the card once in your head, and then you're like,
say
no, yeah. But then I forget. It's like, people don't talk for a living, so yeah. It's pretty funny. Steely Dan, ooh yeah, dude, that's another one. Steely Dan did their what's Aja? They back there. I think that one's on Amazon.
Yeah,
how the album was made. And they did AJ, Aja.
Yeah,
they did that. And they showed how they made that album. Oh man, that was freaking awesome. Those guys are nuts.
Yeah, Steely Dan. I like Steely Dan quite a bit.
Yeah,
never gotten a ZZ Top, but it's just it was a little bit before my time, I guess.
Oh no, and it's okay. But so that's the funny thing about Steely Dan is like, because that's one of the songs I play in my demo is I'll play a Steely Dan song, and it's like I'll be just kind of like watching not staring at the people, but I'll just be watching to see what nerve I strike, Yeah. And so this one guy was playing a song, and what did I play? I played Elton John Rocket Man.
Oh.
And this dude just sat up.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's weird. And I kept going. And then at the end, we're kind of talking about stuff. And his dad is like a big time Elton John fan. So he's heard Rocket Man his whole life. And so to hear it in his car for the first time with his new system, he was like, dude, immediately made him think of his dad and how he wanted to go play this for his dad. And I was just laughing. He's like, dude, that sounds so awesome, man. And I was like, oh, nice. All right, well, because you never know what's going to resonate with somebody.
What did he get in there? What was?
That was the F-150 that we showed on Monday's show with the hybrid, the Morel hybrids, 5-channel, or we did the D4.800 to power those, and we did some Maximus or some Maximo. Yeah,
the $300 set.
Maximo 6.500. Just the coaxials. The coaxials in the rear, just off the radio, and then 2 Alpine Type R's and a Fox acoustic box underneath the back seat off of the LC 1.800.
When you go off the rears off the radio,
fade it to the front.
Is that that's how you control the volume on them? Yeah,
you got to fade it to the front to where they're just because they're not DSP'd, so there could be some echo if they're too loud. Right. So what you do is you just fade it to the front until you're like, okay, I can hear it. Or you sit in the back seat and it seems like it's loud enough. But you want to make sure that you can't hear them from the front. Now, if you're doing like an aftermarket radio, then you just go into the aftermarket's time delay and add that in. So it's pretty nice.
That's what I was wondering with the stock in particular, and that's
sometimes it can really suck, and other times it's just okay. Steve Miller Band's the shit.
Yeah, Steve Miller Band. I'm on board.
Yeah. I didn't know anything about Steve Miller, which is funny because I think he's from Michigan. And I was at this party back in high school, and the only CD they had was Steve Miller's Greatest Hits. And we listened to that song or that CD all night long, over and over again. And I was just like, okay, this is pretty cool,
Oh, and it grows on you.
Oh, it grew on me real fast. That's happened to me twice.
What other album?
It was Jimmy Buffett's Greatest Hits. Or he was live. It was Jimmy Buffett live or something like that. And I had never heard Jimmy Buffett. Here's the funny part. I never heard Jimmy Buffett. Didn't know who Jimmy Buffett was. When we moved to Florida, my mom went to the store and bought me all these T-shirts to wear, and they were all Jimmy Buffett shirts, like Cheeseburger to Paradise, Fins, all that crap. I had no idea who it was, and all these guys were like, Jimmy Buffett, and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is Jimmy Buffett? And they're like, dude, it's on your shirt. I was like, oh, I had no idea what it was. It was just like my mom just bought me some T-shirts, man. They were cheap, It's like because I'm a kid, I'm gonna ruin them. But yeah. So after that, it was just like, I had to go buy the freaking album because it was just face to the left, face to the right, and you're the only, whatever.
Right.
Best side jag ever. Wait, we aren't there yet. Is it a side jag though? Because we're talking about music, which is in direct correlation to car audio.
Right.
So
I did get an album got me like that, and it was Bad Company's 10 from 6. So the 10 greatest hits from 6 albums. And I didn't know nothing about Bad Company. I didn't even like that album at first.
Right.
But it was one of the albums we had in the car, and it got played every single time we got in the car. And then slowly but surely, it's like, dude, I love Bad Company now.
Yeah. That happened to me with Too Short.
Too Short?
Too Short, because I just bought an Alpine 7909.
Yeah.
And I did not own one CD. And a friend of mine was like, bro, I got some CDs. And I was like, what do you got? He had 2 CDs. I don't remember what the other one was, but one of them was Too Short. He goes, give me your box of cassettes. I'll give you these 2 CDs. And I go, yeah, sure. What do I care? I don't want a cassette player anymore. Take them. Right. And I bumped Too Short for probably like 2 weeks before I had enough money to go buy another CD. Oh, first world problems for sure. And
that's how you got to do, though, man.
I just Too Short. It was the blue cover. Where he's like above the tombstone. I don't know if you're an album artwork guy. But oh my gosh, yeah, I just
that's the first thing you do when you buy a CD. Like, let's just take everyone back. If you're not old enough to remember, you buy a CD. Of course, you pop the CD in first. That's first thing go. We're listening to the songs. Boom, you're taking out the slip. We're looking at the track list. We're seeing if there's any notes written, like what's going on with this. I have to know all the information.
When they were books, it was awesome. Like, or if they had like a tour book in there.
Yeah.
Records were cool too. Like Kiss Love Gun, the album. It came with a cardboard gun. So it was flat, and then you folded it, and it had like tracing paper, red tracing paper. So it would fold in, and then you'd lift it and you'd fold it out, and it was supposed to look like the gun was firing. It said "Love Gun," and you were just like, "So cool!" And you go bang,
right?
Fold it back. And you're like, but that was the excitement we had. I mean,
yeah. You had to listen. You only had a finite amount of money, so when whatever you spent that money on, video game, CD, whatever it was, you had to enjoy that product to the fullest.
Oh yeah, yeah. Life is too short. Thank you, Melissa.
Life is too short.
That's one of the.
That's an early.
Oh, dude. Sorry, by the way, it was 88. So
yeah.
You might not have remembered that time in your life. What were you doing in 88 there, Robert?
I was in 2nd grade.
Okay. I was working my first job, trying to save up for a Kenwood, short chassis EQ. And an Orion 280 GX when it was new.
Ooh, damn! You seen the Gold Ants when they were new?
Oh yeah. Wasn't this buy it on eBay bullshit?
Abstract Band of Horses.
I'm not familiar with that one.
I went through. When you're like a teenager and you're like basically a nihilist. That was that phase. Like, why are we even here? Like, what's going on?
I never had that problem.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
It's funny when so I used to laugh, and I still do, because I don't think there's ever been a moment, like once I got started, I don't think there's been a moment of stop since I started. Okay. Yeah. And I'm talking about car audio in general. Like the moment I got into car audio, when I got my first car, that was the end. I mean, that was legit the end of sanity. And I remember telling myself, I'll get some sleep this weekend. I'll get some sleep this weekend. And I have been not ever getting sleep. And even to this day, I'll wake up like this morning. I had to get up. I had to go to the dentist this morning. So I got up like 6 o'clock, go to the dentist. And I'm like, I'll get some sleep this weekend. I'm like, you ain't getting no fucking sleep this weekend. You got to pack.
That's what you have to tell yourself to make it, though.
I just said, just keep moving. Just keep moving.
Right.
Just keep moving. Oh, my God. Yeah, it was terrible. But
so
89, I got my first show at 240. Me too. Me too. Yeah, I bought the 240 and the I had them both. The 140 and the 240, or the one, whatever the hell they were. Yeah. I don't know. I got one on the
Shack for
wall.
the
I'm pretty
win.
excited about it. So,
Yeah.
is JBL still a good SQ brand? Let me tell you what.
I brought that up because I want to hear about that Infinity.
Screw the Infinity. I got a set of arenas.
Oh, I seen those in person.
No. I own a set. Like, they're mine.
What are you going to do with them, though?
I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, you probably nothing.
I want a set of towers.
Gonna check them out.
So here's the problem. William made us the pods that at some point we're going to do speaker demos with. Right. But what I really want now is a set of towers to put the set of arena 3-ways in.
Yeah.
Because they're just so freaking awesome.
I'd almost want to mount them like inverted, just so you can see all the tooling in the back and the.
They are sexy. Oh, just put a plexi back. Just do a plexi.
Oh, there you go. Or a side.
Or sides. Plexi sides.
Yeah.
Plexi sides would be dope.
Yeah, that would
kind of like a triangle.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty dope. But,
anybody listening, get those made up. Dean's made his last box, and did you guys ever give that box away?
No, it's still there.
No one somebody
wants it. No, yeah, everyone would want it to ship to him. I'm like, I'm not shipping it anymore.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. But yeah, fuck that. Straight Outta Compton soundtrack is great for demos. No, it's not.
I have never demoed with that, so I
no, I'm not. I mean, there's certain things you just can't play with the customer in the car.
Right.
You know, when it's Straight Outta Compton on the motherfucking Ice Cube in a Bangkok with attitude. You know, you just really can't be like, dude, you listen to that? That's awesome. You feeling it, right? You can feel it, right? Yeah. Right. Meanwhile, I was looking at it going, yo, little white boy, what are you doing in my car? Where can I get Flexi?
Mr. Plastic. They have it. Everything you need.
Okay. I just order off Etsy. I'm not gonna lie.
I
get all my Plexi off Etsy. Comes pre-cut right to fit into the Glowforge. It's reasonably priced.
There you go.
Dude, plastic is stupid expensive. Oh my god.
Is
it? 4x8 sheet, a 4x8 sheet of 1/4-inch ABS is $100.
Wow.
Holy shit. We had to buy dude, dude, it used to be $35.
Right.
$100. Everything we bought was like $100 a sheet. I'm going, shit. Paul goes,
sorry, Paul.
That's all we got for $1,000. I was like, yeah, I felt bad. I'm not gonna lie, I felt bad. I was like, I had $1,000 in my pocket. I guess just fill me up to $1,000.
Exactly.
He's like, damn.
You have to get a cosigner to get a pallet. Yeah.
William, relax. No, it's okay. We're good. We're good. Not really, but we're good.
With Plexi. if you're gonna make them,
he would do it. I don't want him to because it's like no. See, you got to see these speakers though. But yes, to answer your question, JBL has some obscene. These things cost $5,000, guys.
Right.
These are $5,000 speakers, so they're insane. The tweeters are like, you remember the little footballs you get at like the store? The tweeters are about the size of that little football. Yeah. Well, the mount is the thing in the center, but it's got this whole like parabolic dish that they play in. It's really awesome. Basically a set of home speakers for a car.
Right.
So pretty.
And they've always had. I mean, they had the Crown amps. They've always had something high end. They have from stem to stern. They got whatever you need in between.
Yeah. I before COVID, they had a pretty awesome roadmap. Like the GTI woofer was supposed to come back, which I was excited about because that's one of those woofers that I would really like to get my hands on. Yeah. Just because they're so badass looking and they're very, it's one of those iconic woofers that just like, oh man, that's fucking cool.
Is that the one with the cascading basket that worked well free air?
I have no idea how it worked, but it just looks cool.
It's
artwork.
I like them.
I look at a lot of these super woofers and I just think they're artwork. They just look so pretty. I don't care how they sound. They just look awesome.
Like those Hutchinson Audio. Those are art.
Yeah. Well, built you an acrylic tower for the Mustang. We'll just set them in the back seat. That'll make everybody happy.
Back imaging.
Yeah. Walk in. Mm-hmm. So no show next week.
All right. Day off.
I don't remember when I get back. But I think
where are you guys going?
Austria.
Oh, I forgot that was coming up so quick.
Emma World Finals next week. Yeah, I won't be back next week. So
Yeah. Break time. For me.
For you.
Yeah. Listen.
For me, no.
Yeah.
For me,
let's just be honest. I only care about a break for me. I don't care if Dean gets a break or not.
I was gonna say, all right. Well, I'll be like this. Yeah, woo, party!
Yeah.
Emma, yeah, film it. Yeah, okay. Try to stay awake.
Exactly.
No, it'll be fun. I just also found out that Sound Digital is gonna be there now. So originally it was just gonna be Ground Zero, but I guess we're also gonna be the Sound Digital guys are gonna be there to have a booth or something. So I was like, hey, sounds good to me. I've never seen you so excited for a movie review.
Dial it back, man. Dial it back. I got things to say.
I'm going to get a soda. I'm going to get a soda after this with some sugar because
listen, I'm putting the link to SciJag if you guys want to continue the shenanigans.
Yes, we aren't going to be talking about car stereo, but we won't be talking about music either. I don't know. I thought this was a great topic tonight that we kind of fell into. Total SciJag.
Right.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in a week.
Yeah.
And a half, 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah. Until next time.
See ya.